So, Parvati is my roommate from college, and Reba's my dearest friend in Bangalore. So, earlier this year, I took them on their first snorkeling trip to Maldives, and we had a fabulous time seeing 100 manta rays and a whale shark. So then, since I had already been doing wildlife safaris, I thought it's a great time to introduce them to it. And who better than to go with Shashank Birla?
Amazing. I think the landscape and very different from where we come from in South India. This is a salt forest. The fauna, the flora, and like Shashank kept telling us that it is a photographer's paradise. The light is incredible. And a huge variety of untouched landscape, I think, which is very, very beautiful. And I hope it continues like this. And a very clean park.
And not to mention the pathways, the sunlight through the trees.
Yeah.
And my
Absolutely
cathedral,
beautiful.
the cathedral road was so beautiful, and all I could think of was Jim Reeves' My Cathedral, that song.
The birds that we saw tons of birds. I mean, right from the Franco, was it? Yeah, Franco, the bulbuls, the munias, the greenfinches, the
Kingfisher.
kingfish.
Yeah, after the tiger is like everything else is second. But I really loved the herd of elephants both in Pato and Dhikala. It's really nice to see the full herd.
The spotted deer, the samba, the barking deer,
The
Jackal.
fawn samba.
Yeah, the samba fawn was
The jackal that just hung out in front of us for a while.
We even saw the pied hornbill.
Yes.
And the laughing thrushes, white-crested and white-crested laughing thrushes.
Kingfisher.
Peacocks, peahens.
yeah, peacock.
Yeah.
I think the memorable sighting was, our first sighting of the tiger. Even though it was just a flash, the tracker immediately said, let's go to the back and wait. And sure enough, Jesse's Romeo strolled out. Oh my God, he sauntered out.
You know, and we were all looking in front, and suddenly Shashank says, "Guys, turn," and there he walks out.
Yeah, he walks out straight onto us. Oh my goodness,
Head on.
that was a sight.
And then Pedwali. We stood there, we saw a little glimpse. She drinks water, she comes back and walks straight at all the 10 jeeps, looking everybody in the eye and say, guys, this is my region, my territory. You may watch me, but I rule this place.
And the last sighting? Well, it was a good spot. I mean, to see something so far in between the grass, it was really amazing. But after that, we had, although it was not very clear, it was not nearby, but it was good to watch something at a distance and watch it slowly move into and get into the
Rise
dark
up
and
for
lights
the
of the
morning
shade
and then get
and
up
go
and
away.
The mess here, the food is so
Mess.
sumptuous,
Oh, yes.
so hot and so clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, such delicious food.
Yeah, we didn't miss one day of
South Indian food.
for South Indian or a non-veg food. Or a non-veg food. Our spotter and our driver, I must say the driver was so head-on and he was so sharp. I mean, he could see, I don't know, miles and miles way beyond
While driving.
Yeah, it's difficult at times to make out who's the driver, who's the spotter, who's the guide. They all
And they-
fitted in so well.
Yeah.
And,
And we gelled so well. That was the
the patience they all had, the patience Nainabai had to repeatedly do this again and again, day in and out, and still have the enthusiasm and still take us all through the same path over and over again with so much of patience. At times we just got tired and we said, why not we go back? But he was again at it, trying to spot something.
Hope never
That was
dies.
amazing.
Yeah.
4 rides we saw not a big cat, and the 5th ride only because of Nenabai, Vijay and Shashank did we see it.
And by and large, again, the very impressive thing was all the guides, everybody from different jeeps, how they communicated with each other.
Yeah.
There was very less of banter at that time. Everybody was pretty serious about what's happening. And also the crowd which came in, by and large, they were all were fairly respectful of each other.
I did my first trip with Shashank to Kanha, and what a fabulous experience. His knowledge of tigers and their habitat and everything was so good. I said, guys, we've got to go with Shashank. And here we are on our first trip to Dhikala in Corbett. And Shashank completely bowled us over. And the other thing, ours was the only jeep where everyone had a binocular. A pair of binoculars, because Shashank makes sure that we all have it. For each of us to see that this morning's tiger was such a sight because all of us had our binoculars. Thank you, Shashank, for that.
Thank you, Shashank.
Yeah. So much of information. You've really given us so much of information.
About like all the parks.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the parks and all of the little things that we see.
And I think, you've actually, what should I say? You want us, you make us want to go to every place and see so much of stuff.
You awoke something in us
Yeah.
which we never knew existed. And more importantly, before we've gone out of here, we've already made plans to go with you on the next trip.
Amazing safari, guys. If you would like to in fact join us on our safari tours and expeditions, please do connect with us on the platforms mentioned below. And if you'd like to know more on India's wildlife and our protected areas, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.